Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Crackin' Pack stream. I am your host, Mr. Bevers. We got a very special Crackin' Pack stream today. I'm going to do my first bundle on stream. I normally used to do my fat packs. I used to just crack them off stream, not record them, just because I enjoyed opening the cards, and also, you know, you get the box, and normally you get a die, those sort of things. Now, that was with the fat packs. I figure starting now with the new bundles, I figure those are, you know, something that I should start streaming. Show off what's going on, see that kind of stuff. What's changed? Let's talk about what's changed. The fat packs are no longer a product. The product is no longer called a fat pack, it's called a bundle. The major difference being, it now has 10 booster packs instead of 9. That's the major difference. Now, the other thing you'll notice is, if you look at the side, I think you guys can see that. So, normally you used to get a card box, okay? And the way the fat packs were done before is the card box was kind of the entire length of this. So what they had done is they had propped up the lid from the bottom with cardboard on the inside of the box to make it this size. They've foregone that this time, and they've put this other extra box on the bottom here. You can see it better here from this side. You can see this line right across here. So this is your card box, and this is just like a piece of like filler cardboard, from what I can tell from this side. Now, I've opened one of these already, so it's kind of like you'll understand once I get it open, but at the same time, I'm still not totally sure what this is supposed to be for or why they switched the process. Who knows? To make it look nicer, to make it look more bundly, I don't know. So anyway, without further ado, you know, let's get right into here. At least with this, they've given you a very fine place to score the box with a knife. So you can now get right in there without having to worry about damaging anything in particular. So there we go, plastic off. So now you've got your box, right? Okay, so here's your box with everything in it. And then you've got this box, which was the filler box, and then you've got your book, okay? And then, of course, you have, I mean, there's the security tag so that they can, if they want to stop you from taking it out of the store, they can. And then in here, as you can see, this is the full art kind of thing going on in there, right? Let's see if you can get a better angle on that. Yeah, it's not so bad, eh? So you can see all the art in there. It says Kaledesh along the bottom. You can open these up. You can see there's a little seam here on this side. You can open these up, peel them open, extend them into full art. I tend to keep mine closed until I'm ready to put them up. So they end up going in the pile here. I think I have probably almost every fat pack ever in the pile, because I haven't opened them up and put them anywhere. The book is, you know, it's fancy. It's got like, you know, it's got some stuff about the top 10 coolest cards. And it's got some stuff about, you know, some of the lore behind some of the stuff that's going on. And it's got information about the new traits and features. Then they have a thing. Oh, so they've got the top 10 coolest, and then they also have story spotlights. So they're now starting to do spotlights on just the lore and stuff. It's kind of interesting. And then, of course, you've got your card encyclopedia, which is like a picture page of everything that's in the set. And then I think... Oh, it looks like they did away with it. Oh, look at this. They even talk about this, how there's like... So there's... Yeah. So there's cards from the dual decks they released, which was a dual deck between Nissa and Chandra. And the Nissa and Chandra are different than the ones you can get in the set, in the boxes. Which is interesting, right? Like it's... Like, for instance, here's the Chandra that you can get in the actual set. And she only costs 4 mana and has 4 abilities. And the Chandra from the dual deck is 6 mana and only has 3 abilities. So they're completely different Chandras from the same set. Anyway, the book is kind of cool. It's got a little bit of everything in it for you. So now let's all move on to the filler box. The filler box is literally just that. It is just a box. It's an empty box. It has nothing in it. Right? Has nothing in it. It doesn't even fold properly into a box. I'm assuming this is supposed to fit into it like a tab in this corner, and there's no tab for it to fit into, so it doesn't really stay. But anyway, so the thing that's really crappy about this, and we'll get there in a second. Let me see if I can find. So here you go. I've got some cards from a previous set. Here's some cards from a conspiracy set. Okay. They don't even fit in here properly. Like, they don't... Look. It's on an angle. Right? Like, they don't fit in this way. And if you put them in this way, they just kind of... They're gonna bounce around all over the place. So this box isn't even big enough for you to put cards in. Like, it's... Like, I don't know what the point of this box is. And if you try to put them this way, they're too tall. They stick out. So, like, you can't put them this way. You can't put them this way. I don't know what this box is for, but, like, it looks fancy. Right? Like, it's got the nice Planeswalker logo on it and everything. But, like... Why? Right? Like... Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess you could use this as, like... for your dice or something. But, like, most people I know use a dice bag to carry around all their dice just because it fits pretty much anywhere, whereas this is now a rectangle and you have to have a place to put it. I don't know. I'm confused by it. It seems to me like this would cost Wizards more money to manufacture than the 3 pieces of cardboard they were using before to have the fat pack, or the bundle fit in its casing. Like, it seems super strange to me. So now, the next major difference. The first thing I noticed when I opened my first one. Okay? The box itself is cut on an angle. Now, this is obviously for an artistic style. It also is interesting because it makes the box a little bit easier to open, because now you can hold the bottom box while pulling the lid off. Whereas before you kind of had to shake it and hope that it came out and just kind of go like this and like shake. Whereas now you can just hold the bottom box and pull, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. I don't know, I'm just worried about this getting damaged now because it doesn't sit flush with the bottom of the box anymore. So, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just paranoid, maybe I'm, not thinking properly with it. Okay, so then the next thing. It's a bundle, right? Well, here you go. Your die now, okay? None of the packs and the die are not shrink-wrapped. They used to be shrink-wrapped. The fat packs would have a shrink-wrap pack of, like, 5 packs, and a shrink-wrap pack of 4 packs with a die, right? And the land pack. Right, so one would have 5 packs in the die, and the other one would have 4 packs in the land pack. So now the die is just loose in the box, so it just bounces around all over the place. Okay? Next thing, the land pack is bigger, from what I am understanding. I'm pretty sure that this was not 80 lands before, but maybe I'm wrong. And maybe I just don't pay attention because I never open my land packs. So I still have like tons of these just sitting around sealed. And maybe I'll do a giveaway for some of them or something, who knows. The art is cool on these sets, though. I mean, here's another one from my previous Fat Pack that I opened, right? The art is just amazing in this set. I like it. It's very, very good. But anyway, so the packs are all just kind of loose now, which is interesting. They're not shrink-wrapped. So that's another difference between that. This is our little quick reference guide on, like, here's how to play. Okay, sure, fine, whatever. And then the next thing that they added to this bundle is there's another box. There's another box inside the box. And, you know, again, another thing that I'm like, I don't really know what the purpose is. I don't know what the functional purpose is supposed to be. I haven't read about it. I don't know if this is something that, like, Wizards intended you to use as a deck box inside your Fat Pack box, which is possible. It could be just big enough to hold a sleeve deck of, like, 100 cards. That seems likely. It seems like that could work fine. I don't know. It's just... But for me, at least this is somewhat functional, because the cards will fit in this, right? So, like, here's your land pack. It fits in here. Standing up, yes, right? But it's not a box with a giant flap on it that just kind of, like, gets in the way of things. You can just put this on the table, and it'll sit there. And here, like, look, I can just put more in, right? And then there you go. Like, there's my land packs, right? Like, here you go, right? Actually, here, I have a land pack set from another set here, just kicking around by my desk. Here's another land pack. There you go, right? They definitely seem bigger. The new land pack seems bigger, but maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just playing a trick on my eye. Maybe it's always been 80, and I just am crazy. But anyway, it fits 3 land packs, right? And so if these are all 80 cards, that's 240 cards, right? 240 cards you can fit into this tiny box that they just put in this thing for whatever reason. Who knows why? I don't know why. It's crazy. But anyway, whatever. I mean, they gave you an extra box. Not a big deal. I'm okay with it. I like using it specifically for separating my cards when I'm opening them up. So it works out for me. Like I put it in here like this, and here we'll put our land pack in there to give it some weight. And then what I'll do is I'll just put, you know, my rares at the back of this box. I'll put my rares back here, and I'll put all my other commons and uncommons at the front here. And then at least they're divided, which is kind of nice. And there's a box in the middle that does that, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, let's get right on to the good stuff, right? Let's get on to the good stuff. We're done talking about the box and all the things that have changed, right? We're ready to see it. So now you get 10 packs now instead of 9. So, you know... So far, I have not heard any rumors about there being any sort of rare in certain arts like they did with Eldritch Moon. And that being said, Eldritch Moon only had 3 arts on the packs, right? This time there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 arts. 5 pack arts this time. So it's way less likely to have something happen like that. Most likely. Anyway, let's just put them right into a nice little stack, and let's get started, right? Let's get started. Now we're going to do this. We're not going to do a heavy investigation of things. We're just going to do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So no foil or anything like that. Nothing special. We'll look at the uncommons, though. So we have a Bombat Bazaar Barge, a 5/5 for 4, crew of 3. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. So for 4 mana, you get to draw a card. Not horrible. And then it can also become a 5/5 later, which is not amazing, but it's not great. Incendiary Sabotage. Durable Handicraft. And our first rare, A Bombat Courier. Kind of a lackluster card for limited, I think. But it looks like it's seeing maybe a bit of play. So who knows? And then we got an ad. Our first token card is an ad. It's always a pain point for me. Always a pain point for me. Let's count how many ads I get. 1. We're at 1. I should have an ad counter on my stream, right? So that you can get off of there. Pack. No foil in this pack. So we've got a Chief of the Foundry, very solid artifact. We've got a Speedway Fanatic. We've got an Elegant Edge Crafters. Fabricate, one of the new abilities from the set. Lets you put 1/1 counters on it or create... Wait. When this creature enters the battlefield, put 1/1 counters on it, or you get 2 servos. So you essentially get a 5/6, or you get a 3/4 and 2 1/1s. Not bad. And our rare, our second rare is Lost Legacy. Not looking great. It's one of the. It's not amazing, but it's also not horrible. We got a token that time. Got a token that time. Let's keep going here and see how things come about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got a foil this time. Okay. Blossoming Defense. Ether Hub. This card is like $2 right now or some nonsense. It's crazy. We'll put our token over here for now. And our third rare. Okay, this is a guy I haven't seen yet. So it's Gonti, Lord of Luxury. He's a 2/3 for 4 with Death Touch. When Gonti, Lord of Luxury, enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library, exile one of them face down, then put the rest on the bottom of that library in random order. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may look at it, and you may cast it, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast it. That's kind of cool. Lets you just like sort of like play a card from your opponent's deck. Oh wow, cool. I wonder if this goes for anything. I don't know. Foil Diabolic Tutor. Like everybody likes Diabolic Tutor. It's a good card. A lot of people play it. Foil. It's foily. That might be worth something. That might be worth something. That's not terrible. Like, look at the art, though, right? Look at the art on these. Like, just take a minute to admire. Just amazing. Just amazing. The art in this set is stellar. They did a phenomenal job with it. It's amazing. It's probably one of my favorite sets for art. Okay, we got a foil again in this pack. Cloud Blazer. Very, very good card in Limited. I don't know if it'll see standard play. We'll see. It's 5 mana, so might be a little bit, but not bad. We got a Fabrication module, and then we got a Janjit Century, and that's going to lead us into our 4th rare, which is a Dovin Bond. Okay, Planeswalker. So, you know, that's pretty good. Pretty nice hit. I mean, he's no Chandra, but I mean, Planeswalkers are always good, right? And our foil is a Dramatic Reversal. Probably not worth anything per se, but you never know, right? Still only one ad. Still only one ad. We've got one mythic, 2 foils, and 1 ad in 4 packs. 9 again. So we got another foil. Another foil. Already 2 walkers. Yeah, so I mean I have 2 Dovin Bonds already. He's the cheapest of the walkers, which kind of like burp, but like it's not bad. I'm okay with it. Ooh man, I'm gonna butcher this. Decoction module? Decoction module. Aerial Responder and Ceremonious Rejection leads us into our next rare, which is Depala, Pilot Exemplar. Little dwarf pilot that says other dwarves you control get +1/+1. It's a 3/3 for a red, a white, and a generic. Each vehicle you control gets +1/+1 as long as it's a creature. Whenever Depala, Pilot Exemplar becomes tapped, you may pay X. If you do, reveal the top X cards of your library, put all dwarves and vehicle cards from among them into your hand, then put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Cool! That's cool. Dwarf Tribal. That's a thing. Oh, maybe I miscounted? I feel like I miscounted. I thought I counted 9, but maybe I counted 10 and I just didn't get there. That would make more sense, because I was like, man, another foil already? Jeez. That's crazy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 here, so no foil. Oval Chase Daredevil. Consulate Surveillance. Armorcraft Judge leads us into our 6th rare. We're now over 50% through. Dubious Challenge. This is the card that everyone's like, brr, brr. So, look at the top 10 cards of your library. Exile up to 2 creature cards from among them, then shuffle your library. Target opponent may choose one of the exiled cards and put it onto the battlefield under his or her control. Put the rest onto the battlefield under your control. What this means is, from what I understand, they get 1 creature and you get 1 creature. So unless you exile 2 really amazing things and have something in your hand that you can deal with that amazing thing that he puts in the table, this is not a great card. Not a great card. But such is life, you know? Look at these guys. Pinging me on Discord like chumps. Making my phone go all crazy. Mr. Brevers, come and raid with us. Come and talk about WoW. 10, so no foil in this pack. Whirler Virtuoso. First uncommon. Second uncommon, Refurbish. Third uncommon, Girapur Guide. Leads us into our 7th rare, which is an Aetherstorm Rock. Which is a 3/3 for 4 flyer. When it enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on it and tap another creature that someone else controls. Well, we keep going, right? We keep going. Trudge on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil. First uncommon is a Demolition Stomper. Shrewd Negotiation. Experimental Aviator. Leads us into our 8th rare, which is a Territorial Gorger. Which is interesting. It seems interesting to me. I don't know if it's going to be any good because the chances of you getting any more than +2/+2 out of this on turn 5 or after turn 5 is not great. Put it that way. Right? So it's a 2/2 for 4. that has trample, and whenever you get one or more energy counters, give it +2/+2 until end of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil, unfortunately. We're not going to see any inventions, unfortunately. That's my bet. My bet is no inventions, and that's unfortunate for everyone involved. I have a case of these cards to open up. I probably won't be doing them today, unless it's later tonight. But I have somebody coming over around 8 o'clock, 8:30 today, who's going to help me shoot my YouTube intro video. And once I have that, I will start uploading all of my videos to YouTube finally, all of the backlog, all of the previous sets. I will have all of them up on YouTube probably in the next 2 weeks, I want to say. My end goal is to have it all done before the end of October, have it all ready to go up to YouTube. It may not all be uploaded. By that I mean it may not all be released to the public. I'm going to try and release them on a weekly basis, essentially 2 to 3 times a week I'll release a video on my channel. It will be one of the backlog videos I have of Crackin packs from previous sets. So make sure you check that out. We have an Emerald Bruiser, a Minister of Inquiries, and an Armorcraft Judge, which lead us into our 8th rare, which is another Depala. 2 Depalas. We did it. We got there. If that's where we were trying to go. But we got there, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Did we get there? Who knows? A Thopter token. Last pack. Last pack. Last pack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We counted properly this time. We've got a foil. Is the last pack going to have our invention in it? Who's got money on it? Anybody putting money down? Invention? No invention? Just a regular foil? Random crappy foil? We'll see. So we've got a Voltaic Brawler as our first uncommon. A Chief of the Foundry, which is very good uncommon. Now we have our Consulate Surveillance, which leads us into our last rare, which is a Skyship Stalker. Interesting little dragon. He was the promo card from this set. So if you bought any boxes of Kaledesh, you got one of these guys on release day. So I have quite a number of them. And what do we got? We got a foil, right? I'm gonna peek at it. I'm gonna peek at it and see if I'm gonna go crazy. Hey, they printed a new Thopter art. This is the first time I've seen this. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we've got a swamp. Right? Is the suspense killing anyone? Oh. Cow Prowler. Foil! Foil! Foiled again! So, one mythic. We got 2 Depalas. We didn't really see any rares that were of major concern. I mean, I want Depala to be a thing. I want her to be a thing with dwarves, and I want Dwarf Tribal to be a thing again, but at the same time, I feel like it's not going to happen. Well, we got a Dovenbon, and we got a Diabolic Tutor. I didn't really look through here to see if we had a lot of Ether Hubs, but, I mean, I showed pretty much every uncommon, and if there was one in there, I would have taken it out, probably, because they are worth about $1, $1.50, maybe $2, depending on where you're going. Yeah, there's none other ones. So it's only one Ether Hub, And a foil Diabolic Tutor, though. Not bad. But anyway, that was the new and improved bundle pack from Wizards. I hope you all enjoyed. I have been your host, Mr. Bevers. Tune in either later tonight or tomorrow to see the beginning of my Kaledesh uncasing. We'll be doing an uncasing. At 250 followers, we'll be doing a giveaway. A giveaway for a sealed Battle for Zendikar pre-release kit. So make sure you follow on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, and come out to Twitch and make an account and follow the channel, because you know the only giveaways I generally do are the giveaways live on my Twitch channel. I'm live, you know, anywhere from 4 to 5 times a week most of the time. I play a smattering of games most of the time. I do Magic stuff whenever new sets come out. I also do things with MTGO and things like that. And I'm currently in talks with partnering with my local game store to maybe bring some more product into my Magic the Gathering openings. So stay tuned for that and take a look at that. And hey, that's good news, right? You can never have too many deals with guys. So thank you again. I've been your host, Mr. Bevers. This has been Crackin' Packs Kaledesh Bundle Style. Catch you guys all next time.